Come on in. Let's see. Let me add some people. Invite some folks to the live. Excuse my voice, y'all. Let me see. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in to my live. Hopefully today my everything is showing up better. And I'm not fuzzy or scrambled. Hey, Shequitta. You have requested my live. Hey, Ernest. You're here again. Thank you.
Yay!
Hello,
Hey,
hello,
hey!
hello. Excited.
I haven't seen you forever.
I know.
You look
COVID.
good. I know.
You got your makeup all done?
I did it for you.
Thank you. Let me tell you something, how lazy I am. So the first episode, I was like, oh, I ain't gonna do all that. I'm just gonna be just natural. And now I'm just lazy and I just think I'm just not gonna wear makeup because I'm gonna be consistent.
You look good either way, girl.
Thank you. Okay, so first, hey y'all coming back from last time. Hey London. Got a new person. Hey Danielle.
Hello.
Okay, so first I'm gonna start out by showcasing the shirts of the week, which is this one. It's my printing on these hoes. This is one
Ah,
of my special holiday shirts. So head on over to the website, www.gumbo.com. Last week I had on the statement logo tee, which was just the gumbo shirt with the logo on it in heather gray. That shirt is, I think, $12.95 or $16.95 on the website. And I think this one is like $16 too. Not too expensive, very affordable. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Today I have with me, wait, before I get started, I try to, when I do these, if the person has a product or something that I can purchase, I try to show those things. And last week we had Brown Girls Do Ballet on, and I forgot to showcase my item from them, which is this cute crop hoodie that I
that's
had.
cute.
Thanks. And I have t-shirts and lapel pins and patches and all kinds of other stuff. But I just wanted to showcase something that's on their website and just recap. Their website is www.browngirlsdoballet.com. Okay, anyway. So to the amazing Shequitta Kelly, who I love and adore so much. She is the creator of the amazing hair shield. Hey, Kat. For those of you who love your hair extensions and wigs, and now she has branched off into other territories, my dear. That website is full of things that we all, as women and some men, can thoroughly enjoy. So
Yep.
I am going to let you have the floor, and you can tell us all about yourself and then tell us all about your products.
Okay. So I'm Shequitta. Hello, everyone. Andromeda and I have known each other for quite some time, and I love her to pieces. She's like one of the most loyal people that I know. So kudos to you, girlfriend, for doing this. Thank you for having me. Let's see. Should I tell them what my full-time job is?
You are more than welcome, because if you want to talk about that, you can. But I will say, before you think about if you want to talk about your full-time job, this ventures into it'll be tame because of your full-time job, but we do transition to the theme of gumbo, which is some of that is sex. So before you go into that, use that as your decision maker.
Okay, well, I would just say that I'm in law. How about that? I'm in criminal law. And I enjoyed that. However, let me tell you, I'm married. I have 3 kids, 2 daughters, 1 son, 2 through marriage, and 1 of my own. I got pregnant at 15. So if any of you guys have anyone in your life that is a teenage mom that's struggling, that's afraid, tell them they can do it. To keep pushing for it, because that's what I did. I got pregnant at 15. My daughter is now 26. Whew. But anyway, so I wear extensions all the time. Love them. Actually, one time Andromeda did my curls, and I fell in love with her ever since, because she's amazing with hair. And but I get tired of having to buy weave every time I need to get my hair done because this stuff is expensive. So literally, I sat on my floor going through a gazillion mix match pieces of hair. And I was like, okay, I cannot keep doing this. Let me find something so I could protect them. So I Googled and I found these little hangers, which I didn't want to hang my hair in the closet, and a garment bag, like a miniature garment bag. And so I was like, don't want to put my hair in plastic, even though it was in a plastic bag before then. I want something satin. So I created it. And, you know, that's how they say inventions start. Like, it comes out of a necessity. And I just sat down. I sew every now and then. My grandma taught me how to sew. So I sat down and I just created what I wanted. And I put my hair in there and it worked. And so I had a designer later make me a prototype. And from there, I just went into business. I did not intend on being an entrepreneur at all. That was not my plan. But, you know, God gave me a gift. And so since then, I have taken off. And like Andromeda said, I have went from the hair shield to I sell these headbands. And I have some with me I can show too. I sell wireless hair curlers, everything related to hair. I try to stay focused on hair and preserving and protecting your hair. So that's it.
That product she's speaking of is the hair shield. I have one. And I actually use mine, and I'll talk about some of the features. It comes with these nice little note cards, so you can put like where your hair came from. This is from Beauty Express, the type of hair, and this is curly and it's layered ombre blonde. It goes in this cute little pocket right here, and then it has these luxurious strings with these beautiful little crystal type things on the end. And like I said, I actually use mine. I actually have two of these, but I just brought one. And it has buttons here, and it snaps one at the top also. So when you close it, and then you just unroll it, and there is your hair.
Oh, I like that hair.
Thanks. And I keep saying I'm gonna make a wig out of this hair. I just have not done it. I've had this hair in here for like a year since I got this hair shear from you.
And it saves it. See, look at that. Yes.
It hangs in there. This hair, I'm going to confess, it needs to be shampooed, but it's in there. And like I said, it has these nice little clasps here, and then you just hook the hair on it with these and fold it over. This one just came apart. I probably have too much hair in mine, but I think you can get 4 or 5 bundles in here or something like that.
Yeah, depending on how you lay it in there. Yep, you sure can. You can get wigs in there too.
Yep. Wigs.
Yeah.
I actually have a wig in my other one. I should have got it, but yeah.
That hair looks good though.
So it really protects the hair. It's like putting your hair inside a satin pillowcase.
Yep.
And then,
I always say it's like a bonnet for your weave.
There you go. And mine is old. I think you have new packaging now, right?
I do.
Okay, so this is the old packaging, and look how neat, y'all. It comes in this cute little box with a card. Look how pretty the details she put into just something so simple, but so detailed. So if you wear extensions.
Well, you know, I love details. I'm all about the details. I feel like if I'm going to spend my money, I want to experience what I spend my money on. I want it to be worth it. You know, I'm not going to send something to you in a plastic bag because I don't want you to put your hair in a plastic bag. So I try to make everything like top notch. It's a luxury product. So I want you to feel like you're getting your money's worth.
Exactly. And I think I was there when this whole idea came about. I think
you were. You were one of my, I did a think tank and I wanted to get people in the profession because I don't do hair to really give me some hardcore feedback. And Andromeda, 2 things about her is she's loyal and she's honest. Like she's going to tell you how she really feels. She's not going to tell you something to pump your head up. And so I picked people who I knew that would say, okay, girl, this is garbage. I'm sorry, sis. You might want to try something else. Or, hey, it's a good idea. Just do this, do that. And so Andromeda was on my think tank team and she gave me some great critiques, great feedback. So she was part of producing my baby.
I know some dope people. Y'all gonna meet some dope people on my little Humble Beginnings podcast. This is only my 2nd episode, but I'm proud of myself. I think we got up to like 16 viewers last week, and then I went and looked, and there was like 179 views today.
Yes.
So it's doing good. Hopefully we can get all those people to come at one time, but you know.
It'll come. It'll come.
Okay, let's talk about some other products on your website. And if you have them to show, please show.
Okay, so, well, I have now new custom black hair shields. So you can get your name on it. This is my middle name, Delanise. So I have customized them now, and they're just black on black. There's nothing different. It's just black satin on black satin, which a lot of people like because some people don't prefer paisley. They just want a simple look. So that's why I made the black for those customers. It's called Black Diamond. And then I sell these. Everybody loves these things. This is what you put on your head to hold your hair back when you're trying to wash your face or do your makeup. And so I sell these for like $7. And the hair shields are $30, by the way. And I'm going to actually have a coupon that says just for gumbo. I'm going to put a coupon where everybody get 20% off. So if they put gumbo in there, it'll be 20% off.
Yay.
And then I have these. I actually have one on. And it's kind of, they're really subtle. You see it?
I love it.
Yeah, it's really subtle. Just a little, I like glam. Now, that's one thing about me. Everybody who knows me, like, I love glam. I love girly stuff.
Oh,
and so,
in her closet right now. That's how much she loves glam. That is her closet. That she.
Yes.
I've been in that closet, and it is amazing.
And it's called the glam closet, too. It's called the glam room. So I got a couple of these. I got them in silver and black and gold and purple and pink. And these are $7 too. And then these have been really popular. This is not for, I'm not this type of girl. Like this is a little bit extra for me, but girls are wearing them and they keep selling out. And that are these goddess bands. Girlfriends, they love them. So I have these on my site. And these are 15. I have them in a ton of different colors. And the girls love them. They buy them all the time. Well, another thing I carry, and this is the last product, is the wireless hair curler. So I wish I had one right now that I could actually demo, but if you go on my website, you'll see a demo. You literally can take this hair curler anywhere. It's small. It fits in your purse. And you could charge your cell phone on it. Let me take this out. Look how little this is. So I'll put it next to the hair shield. That'll show you how little it is. But you can curl your hair on the go. You literally just put, this one isn't charged, but you would put your hair in it and curl it, and it gives curls almost as good as Andromeda's curls. The Andromeda know how to curl her ass off. Andromeda, you know I always talk about your curls. I always be like, you could curl.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, I'm a hairstylist by trade, y'all. I don't think I mentioned in the first episode.
And she can and not only was her curls good, but they lasted for like a week with me sleeping on them. But anyway, I've digressed. So I have these wireless hair curlers on my website. They last if you curl it. Like I could curl my whole head without losing a charge. So you got about an hour of charge on you. I think they're great for taking to work or to the gym. If you're going to go somewhere, you can touch up your curls and after you're done. But that's it. That's my products. I'm trying to stay specifically to hair related products and not branch out too much because my passion really was the hair shield. And as I stated before, it wasn't because I was trying to be an entrepreneur. Being an entrepreneur is so dang hard. Yeah. And exhausting.
Yeah. Okay. So speaking of it being hard and exhausting, have there been any setbacks or any moments that were just discouraging for you during beginning up until now?
Okay, let me tell you the first one. Two come to mind. One was when I first created this product, everyone was like, oh my God, you better buy a lot because you're going to sell out. Every girl wears weave or wigs. Like, you need to just buy a lot. So I bought a lot. And I've invested a lot of money. And then I went to Bonner Brothers. And I
was there.
Yes, you were. And I shipped all of my product. I had to get plane tickets for myself and my crew. I had to pay for, I had a model that the hair shield lady, she models for me. I had to fly her. I had to pay for hotels for like 3 people, food. I spent a lot of money. And just the booth rent alone was $2,500, I think. I went in too far. But what I will say, and I didn't come back with break it even. It was bad. And so I was kind of like, well, maybe this isn't such a good idea. Like maybe people don't care about their hair. And I really wanted to quit and Andromeda was there because everyone was like, oh, this is a great idea. And then they would keep walking. Like, if it's such a great idea, buy one.
I remember working
So
stop and look and touch and play and say how amazing it was. And I'm like, okay, well, would you like me to book back one up for you? Maybe I'll be back.
yeah, I'll be back. I'm gonna look around. So, but what the lesson I learned out of that? So I'm gonna tell you two. This is my first one. I'm gonna tell you the lesson that I've learned out of each. The lesson I learned from Bronner Brothers was what my niche is, who my customer is. So in Bronner Brothers, a lot of people are there for statements. Like either they're there to learn, learn about what's the next hottest thing in hair, or they're there for the hair competitions, or just walking around trying to see celebrities. But I noticed a lot of women were wearing like orange and green and colorful wigs, and they weren't trying to protect that. It was just like a fashion. So it was something fun to do. So that's when I learned that my customer is those women who are spending $300 on their hair and they want to be able to reuse it, and they value their hair and they value keeping it, nice and looking like it just did when they first bought it. So that was the biggest lesson, was not every female who wears wigs or weave is your customer. It was a hard and very expensive lesson to learn. But that's what happened with being an entrepreneur. Second lesson came this summer. So, and I've been in business for 2 years. So I have my manufacturers overseas. I ordered the black hair shield and I was supposed to launch it August. And my product was supposed to be here in July. It didn't come. And so I'm calling. UPS lost my entire shipment. The entire thing. Like I called and they were like, yeah, we don't know. We're just going to have to give you your money back. I'm like, I don't want my money back. I need my product. I had taken a photo shoot. I had models. I had paid people. Like, so it completely set me. I just got the product, the new hair shields, right before Thanksgiving. And so the lesson in that was have a backup manufacturer. And I was told that in the beginning, but it's so hard to find a manufacturer for a product that doesn't exist, that when I finally found one, and it's expensive because every time, like just to get one sample made is $100 plus the shipping, you look like $190 for one sample. So I found one and they give me quality work. So I was like, look, I'm good. But now after that happened, I couldn't, because once they lost it, I still had to go have them remake it, which is another 30 days, and reship it. And luckily my manufacturer, they assumed all risk, and so they didn't charge me again. But I was completely pushed back from August to November. So it was pretty bad, but it was another learning lesson.
Okay. Speaking of learning, how has the pandemic been for your business? Has it increased because people are sitting at home? Is it worse because people are at home and not working?
It fluctuates. So at the beginning of the pandemic, sales were really good all of a sudden, because people, I think, were just at home scrolling. And then over the summer, they fell down a little bit. But I also think it's because a lot of people were wearing braids in the summer, which in my mind, it seems like that's when you would buy the hair shield, because you're not wearing your weave, you're wearing braids. But people were spending more money on braids, and a lot of people, now that we're home, they're wearing their hair natural. They're not putting extensions in. They're not going to the salon. So it kind of fell off in the summer, but then it just recently, and it's probably because of the holidays, it just really started to increase. So it's kind of been up and down, but overall, I will say I have been doing fairly well with the pandemic, considering other companies, they're like really going under. I can't say the same.
Okay. So is there anything else about the hair shield and all that goes under that umbrella that you want to discuss that we may have missed before we move on to the second portion of
the second portion? I might need to let me no, I'll just say that I'm going to put a code on the website. So if you guys, after this podcast ends, if you give me like 10 minutes, if you want to go buy all the products, you can take 20% off if you use Gumbo. If you
Okay.
use her company name, then you'll get 20% off.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me. All right, what
Oh,
you got for me? Uh-oh.
part.
Let me drink my water.
So, Gumbo is a brand that is all about women of color, specifically Black women, being their whole selves, as my guest last week stated, and acknowledging that I can be this professional, this entrepreneur, this teacher, this judge, this 501c3 founder, just whatever your daytime profession or hobby is that people may view as that may make people view you as one dimensional. So Gumbo is a brand that says that women do not have to be one dimensional. We can be all of those things, and then we can go home or publicly be sexy, exude sex, talk about sex, enjoy sex, and it be okay. Because as I discussed last week, I think as women of color and Black women, no matter what we do from a very young age, we are deemed sexual. We're sexualized. And something as simple as a child walking out of the room in a pair of shorts and there happens to be a man in the home. And you have those aunts that'll say, stop walking around being fast. And really, you just go into the refrigerator to get a cup of water. But because we are
Right.
sexualized so young, I want to take away that stigma of women of color, and our sexuality being something negative, and being taught that from a very young age that sex is something that is negative and frowned upon in our community, and just say that we can be, as the logo says, sexy, intelligent, ratchet, classy, and ignorant. We can be all of those things and still own a business and still walk in a boardroom and still be everything that we want to be. That
Right.
said, what ingredients are in your gumbo that you would like people to know that they otherwise would not know about you? Like, how do you view sex as a woman of color who is married in your home?
How do I view sex as a woman of color who is married in my home? It's essential. That's one thing. Um, Let's start off with that, because just because you're married doesn't mean that you're having sex. Okay, there's a lot of marriages where things actually stop when you get married, and so I will say that it is essential. It is important. But not only that, for me, it's about what happens before sex.
Oh,
Because yeah, for me, you gotta, like, I want to be, my foreplay starts way before the bedroom. You have to stimulate me mentally. And if that means, you sending me a text message saying, that booty looking good. You know what I'm saying? Or, if you see, like, for example, some women, and I don't want to go too far into my business, but some women might just throw some thongs in their husband's car seat. So when he gets in the car to go to work, he sees that there's some thongs and he's like, oh, I can't wait to get home.
oh,
Right. So, so to me, sex has to start, like, it has to start way before the kissing and the rubbing and the touching. Like, I need you to mess with my mind. You got to get with me mentally, because anybody could just have sex with me, but only a few people, one person can really make me think about them all day. And I just be sitting in my office like, damn, I can't wait to get home. And so, so if I had to put the ingredients in, as you said, in my gumbo, I would say prolonged foreplay. So prolonged foreplay, essential, erotic, yes, mental sex, London. Yes, mental sex. Mental sex will literally have a female having an orgasm before you really even done anything.
absolutely.
Because men are more physical, like, they want to feel it, and women, we're mental. So if you talk to us a certain way and you can have any and everything. There's some men talking about, my girl won't do this in the bedroom, she won't do that. Well, you might not be talking to her the right way. You might not be doing what you need to do mentally to get what you need physically. So for me in that pot, I'm going to say mental stimulation, teasing. I like to be teased. And also, I mean, I don't want it to be easy for me. Like, you got to keep that desire. So you need to almost challenge me a little bit. Like, I don't want to be sweated. I don't want you to be all up on me. But I do want you to be flirting with me too at the same time. So it's like a weird kind of balance because I want to know, like, are you really thinking about me? And then when you tell me you're thinking about me, I want to feel it. I want to feel it in my soul. And then you can have, when I come home, you can have anything you want. If you've done your work beforehand, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't just come kiss me on my neck and expect that I'm just gonna be turned on, because that's not gonna happen with me. For me, you got some work to do mentally. So I hope I answered your question.
You did very, very well and exceeded my expectations. So I'm so happy you went as far as you did. And I just say, Miss Shequitta Kelly is sitting down, but baby, if she were to stand up right now, that's a whole lot fine. Sitting on the other side of me. I have a husband, and I know he is very happy with his choices in life.
We keep that spark going. But you got to be creative.
Fun couple. I've been around them and I've seen them interact on social media. It is genuine. It is love. They hang out. You can tell there is a friendship behind the marital relationship, and it is beautiful to see. They're both a very attractive couple, both very successful in their own rights. Is he an entrepreneur also? Or he just in
Well, he does have his own business, but he's in pharmaceutical sales.
I thought so. But yeah, just an amazing dynamic couple, and you can see how much they love each other, and you can feel it, and you can see how much fun they have with each other. I guess my final thing is, if you had to leave the people with a word or some words of wisdom, either about love, about sex, about your business, about life, what would it be?
Be yourself. Well, one thing we've known, well, we hopefully recognize with 2020 is things change like that. You know, change is constant. And I will say, for years growing up, I spent my life trying to be what others wanted me to be from my family. I was raised in a Pentecostal family, which is very strict and very judgmental. The Pentecostal beliefs are really judgmental. And so I always wanted to be what I thought looked good. I always wanted to be what I thought was approved by people, by society. And honestly, that leaves you really unhappy. And it also leaves you lost on who you truly are. You don't know who you are if you're so busy trying to be what other people want you to be. And you can't truly be happy until you say, you know what, world, here I am. This is me. And it's a certain amount of freedom you get when you just stop caring about people's judgment, because everybody got something going on. So they don't have the right to judge you. And when you start living in your true self, like, and I'm talking about myself, how I used to not live my true self, and I was depressed, and I was embarrassed because I was a teenage mom, and I wasn't with her dad, and it was just so much, and I didn't feel good enough. And so I was too busy trying to be what other people wanted me to be. And at some point I was like, you know what? I don't give a damn what y'all think. Like, you can like me or you can not like me. And even with my job, my profession, I keep it conservative. But at the end of the day, this is a Shequitta you're going to get. And if you don't like it, I'm sorry. Maybe you shouldn't hang out with me, or maybe you shouldn't deal with me. But I'm not going to change just to make you happy. And I think if we start living like that, we can be happier. And when we're happier, we're more caring people. We're more at peace. We're more giving. Our mental health is in place, but we're too busy fighting two different lives, who we are and who people want us to be. And it causes anger. It causes frustration. It causes depression. It causes being lost. Screw all that. You never know. Tomorrow might be your last day. And do you want to live your last day and with someone else's expectations? Hell no. Hell no. Be you. Be true to you. Love life. Don't worry about the judgment, because everybody who's judging got their own stuff. So trust me, nobody is better. I don't care what profession they are in. how high ranked they seem, they got some dirt and some issues in their family. So if you start thinking in that mentality and start believing that they can't judge me, they got their own problem, they got their own baggage, then you get free. And freedom, I'm telling you, is not just about not having handcuffs on you. It's about not cuffing yourself mentally. So don't mentally handcuff yourself. Be you, be true, and just keep loving life and do what you want to do. You only got one. So that's my advice. I'm sorry. I mean, I always tell people, be you, because those who are meant for you will roll with you, and those who won't, it will separate. The sea will part, and you will be free. So
I'm speechless. I love that. Was everything. That was amazing, and it was true. Feel free to be yourself, because you are free to be yourself.
yeah.
So everything you said was true. Go ahead and shout out your IG and your website so we can wrap it up, so everybody knows where to
All
go
right.
to find your amazing products.
I'm at Official Hair Shield. Check me out at Official Hair Shield. And then my website, which I'm surprised I didn't mention, that shows you that I'm not a real good entrepreneur right there. It's www.thehairshield.com. THE hair and then shield, SHIELD.com. Follow me on Instagram, because Instagram deleted my last page. I had like 5,000 followers and they deleted it. So I'm starting over. I only got like 100 now. So if y'all follow me, I appreciate it. Official Hair Shield. That's it.
All right, well, I'm going to let you go, and then I'm going to wrap this all up and close it out. But thank you so much for coming on. You guys, make sure you visit her website. Do like she said, and follow her on IG. Also, she has a Facebook page for the Hair Shield. Hop on over there and follow that too. Purchase something for the holidays. She has great gifts for all of the women in your life. Even if you just buy everybody one of those cute terry cloth headbands, one of those bedazzled ones you see her wearing, the thin one. She has the big goddess headbands. Just anything to support a Black-owned, woman-owned business this holiday season, because you guys are how we keep going. So I'm going to let you go, Shequitta. You guys stick around. I'm going to
Thank
give
you. Bye-bye.
Bye. So y'all, you heard it. Shequitta is amazing. Like she said, I've known her for years now. I've worked with her on some other things that she does in the community with her day job, and she is very passionate about her product. And because she is so passionate about her products, I felt it was a must to ask her to come on. She's one of the first people I asked to come on, hence the reason she's one of the first people on. Like I said before, I've had an idea for a podcast for a couple years now. Takia, who was on last week, actually shared a memory that I had from last year in December, where I said I wanted to do a podcast, and here we are, my humble beginnings. Again, this is my shirt of the week this week that is on my website, Prancing on These Hoes. You can find it on my website, www.gumbo.com. That's GUMBHEAUX. www.gumbo.com. If you don't already follow me here on IG and also on Facebook. Same name, just at Gumbo on Facebook as well. I hope you guys really enjoy, and girls, really enjoyed the podcast this week. I really appreciate you coming back. Those of you who came back, I feel like I have a loyal following beginning. Next week, I will have on comedian Kim Dicey Douglas. Dicey is her stage name. She'll be here to talk about comedy. Her stand-up is insanely funny. She's toured with some of the best comedians there are. Unfortunately, right now, due to the pandemic, she's not doing any touring, but she's doing some some virtual shows. She can talk to you about those. I've sat in on some of those and bought tickets, because again, they only get paid if we buy tickets. So she'll be on here to talk about comedy, and she's also a producer. So she'll be on here to talk about some of the projects she's working on and has worked on in the past. And I really appreciate y'all being here, and I hope I'll see you back next week. Head on over to thehairshield.com and follow Official Hair Shield here on IG, and go on over to www.gumbo.com. And thank you to Titania, who made a purchase today on my website. I appreciate you, and I hope you enjoy your purchase once it arrives. And peace.